Well, welcome to Innervision on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And we'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Hey, want to remind you that uh, at the end of the show, we're going to give you some very, well, let's say, information about how you can participate and win a free T-shirt and a free coffee mug here uh, off of Innervision FM. Also, we want to let you know that you can also go to Walmart and round up at Walmart and choose Innervision at Spark Good and leave a super chat because we had a bunch of super chats last. Let's see, I think during on our show on the 13th and a few other shows, and so we'd like to thank everybody for those super chats, and that does help to really support the show. We finally got up to the $101 mark, so they'll release that money to us because you have to get up to $100 before they. I mean, that's a certain whatever level that you have to get. So anyway, today, like hey Joe and I, Alan, he's how would I say he's winterizing. Well, him and his roommates are winterizing the house so they don't freeze their little toes off. Um, and it's like real rugged living because it's like there's no furnace within this house. So it's like
You don't
it's
want all fireplaces all they use?
that's what it sounds like. It's all fireplace.
Um,
Now they may have like a generator out outside the house and stuff like that, but it's for the most part they're getting wood and putting that in the fireplace and all that kind of stuff. Which like some of the older houses in Park Hill were built with a chimney, but we never used it. And then of course we used to have like squirrels that would accidentally come down, and then we had to get those squirrels out of the house. And then my dad, he got on top of the roof, and then he put a little wiring over the chimney so we wouldn't have these visitors trying to look for like a place to come down the chimney other than Santa Claus. But that was kind of cool that these older houses that were born that were developed in the 40s. And I guess you could, if you had a house made today, you could say, yeah, I want to have a chimney. So anyway, and then there's a commercial I was here about like, you know, when you have a chimney, sometimes a lot of the heat you know, goes out, and it's not, conserving it in. But anyway, that's what's happening with that. So, anyway, so so hey Joe, so how I know you've been going through some stuff with your back, but like how has the weather been there in the Philippines?
it's it's not too bad. It's rains a lot still, but
A lot of greenery.
well, and there's lots of tropical storms and stuff every day. Lots of tropical storms and stuff coming been around this year too, and
Hmm.
the ocean temperatures have changed enough where they're expecting just another 9 or 10 more storms before the end of the year.
Hey, now,
Possible.
do they close down the beach during this time?
Well, they have warnings.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
So-
depends on the beach, of course, Consider most of the time all these tropical storms and typhoons come from the east, from like
hmm.
Guam and that area. And it's anybody's guess where they're gonna hit. They generally have 4 or 5 different models that they use on telling where it's gonna hit. Sometimes they're right, sometimes they're wrong.
Hey, do they have that? Like, okay, we always have that signal that goes off like, choo, choo, and then whether
Everybody uses cell phones here. You
uh-huh.
very rarely have a landline, so they do a a warning on cell phone.
Ah,
So,
okay. So it's
flash floods and stuff like that.
hmm.
And
So,
typhoon or storm signals and stuff like that, it's
okay.
we just hope and pray that we get missed. And it's been
Yeah,
working so far.
yeah, but let's see. How far? Okay, so how far do you live from the waterfront? I mean, are you pretty
Oh,
far inland?
we're 20, 30 miles from the waterfront.
Oh, so it would take a while.
Yeah, and where our actual house is, we're actually inside the kill zone of the volcano.
Volcano? So you have
And the Mayan volcano,
hmm,
world's what do they call it? The world's
what, active?
yeah, it's active all the time. All right.
That's wild. That is wild. Yeah.
But where we're situated on the map, we're kind of in a depression. So when typhoons come over, they generally go over the top and don't go down into the depression we're in.
Hmm.
But I mean, our roof has taken
A
a lot of
beating.
hits, and
Hmm.
we're trying to get a house loan now to replace the roof with metal rafters and corrugated steel and stuff. Because the
Jeez.
bamboo and the anahuy just don't work anymore.
That's wild. Yeah. And then with of course, the power goes out
Oh
sometimes.
yeah, power is out. We have brownouts every day,
Wow, every day.
every day.
So that's why you have that solar panel. The solar
Well,
panel.
I have solar, but that's how I hurt my back is carrying a stupid battery.
You
And
should have
battery
like
heavy.
put it on the wagon and take the wagon.
Well, I was trying to show how old I wasn't, I guess. I don't
Oh man. Oh
know.
man. Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna get a two-wheeler for these batteries, and I don't have to try to do that crap anymore.
get a
Just
charger.
picking it up is one thing, but walking with it, that's something totally different, and I can't do that anymore. Much too old for that stuff.
Uh, yeah, yeah. My wife, she got me to get like smaller speakers, because I was putting these big speakers on the stand when I go do weddings and stuff like that. So
Mm.
I just got one like 2,000 watt speaker, and it's fairly easy to lift and stuff like that. But I remember back in the day, those other speakers, man.
Oh man, I used to have these two PV columns for I had a PA amplifier, a PV amplifier, and these two
Hmm,
columns had a 15, a 12, and then had three tweeter horns to begin with. And then they blew up, so I put one bigger horn in each one.
hmm,
Those are heavy speakers. They stood three or 3.5 feet tall, you
hmm.
know, regular speaker depth and stuff. Those are heavy speakers.
I remember I was working with this one artist named Casey and friends, and we did an outdoor concert at the what was that place called? Oh, some kind of brewery downtown. I forgot what the name of it. But these guys, they were helping us set up, but they were drinking. And he kept telling that one, he was saying for this one speaker, he said, you probably should tie that speaker down because the wind may blow it over. And they're drinking on the job, having a good time. And that speaker, it flew over and bopped this guy in the head, and then he sobered
Wow.
up real quick.
Yeah.
Gee. But he was wondering, he said, he said you should really tie that speaker down. But they said, oh, we know what we're doing with the beer in the hand. It's like so that stuff is. So anyway, our audience is getting impatient. I can hear them say, "Oh God, get to the show." So, so okay. So anyway, 8 reasons that you're not getting publicity and how to fix it. Because you want to know how to fix this stuff as a musician, and then you're out there trying to get publicity and stuff like that. So I found some of them kind of interesting, and so I just brought it up to because the last time I did this was in 2017. So we have a this is like before we got monetized. So a lot of the audience hasn't heard this one before. So so getting media covers for your band or your act is it's just not about talent, but it's about connections and telling a story. And you did a, and now we got Spotify, YouTube, TikTok, and all these other platforms. So so if your emails and DMs and are not getting replies, you might be making one of these mistakes. Well, one of these out of 8 mistakes, okay? So, okay, number one, you don't have a story with a hook. So, so if you're saying like new single out right now, sometimes you have to put like a story like behind it, like let's see, yeah, how the song connects to your journey or something to the back, or like I'm just thinking like I know this one artist, he was while he was cooking, he was thinking about this melody. And then like parts of the songs came to it, and then he started like putting out there. Like oh, by the way, Mike Johnson, Never Derailed is out there on all platforms. Johnnie J AI Crew Experience is out there. So go give us a stream. So when you were thinking of it, like the lyrics of Scum of the Earth, what brought that into your mind for like a reasoning for writing that song? Hey Joe.
The church in Denver,
Oh,
weird.
oh, just because you were there.
We visited there a couple times. Well, once
Oh,
actually, but and the name just kind of
kind of
kind of
cool.
stuck with me. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and it, Paul Paul said that we're the scum of the earth. That's how people view us.
Yeah.
That's fine.
And as one of my volunteers would say, I always like to hear me. She says, that was she says that was her ex-husband. So you could take
Yeah.
you take that a few ways. Yeah. Uh, so you have to create a story and to make people care. And oh, you know what? And I was just thinking, um, not getting too involved with it. I'm watching this show called Invasion, and it's really silly how a lot of the TV people who write these TV series don't really they're not creative in themselves and come up with a new idea. I listened to old time radio, and there was a radio show on I think it was either in the early 50s, late 40s called Invasion. Um, and this lady, she played the girl in the thing when she was 8 years old, and it was a game, and the aliens decided that going through the children would be the best way to get to conquer the world. And so this show, Invasions, they had a bunch of young people, and the creatures affected them in such a way where they could feel what these aliens were doing. And here I was thinking that this was like an original idea, but it really wasn't. So some of the stories,
Communism.
huh?
Communism.
Yeah. Oh man.
Socialists.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. They always. thinking like this time we could do it better here. And it's like it just never works out.
They're trying their darndest to get that working here, aren't they? Or
Yeah,
in the U.S. Oh, they're trying
and
to do it here now too. The LGBTQ WXYZ is here now. They've opened up school bathrooms to,
what?
yeah.
Oh man, oh man. Oh, and then we had the King's Day, which they claimed so many thousand people, but the organizers, when the organizers give you a number, they usually try to pump up those numbers. And so they were saying it was 25,000 of these no King Day people here, but the fire marshals and the police said it was around 8,000. So it's like, so it's like,
Was it NBC or CBS had they floated a video of thousands and thousands and thousands of people at a No Kings rally against Trump. Well, turns out it was from 2017 and it was at a Trump rally.
oh man, jeez, yeah.
They get found out too easy.
It's like it's like if it's really happening, you don't have to lie about it. But yeah. Okay. Number two, your pitch is not personal or platform specific. So copycats emails don't work anymore. So you have to, so like um, modify them to fit who you're sending your emails out to, or your blogs or playlists. Uh, and it said to use short videos or and one sheet that shows your vibe and keep it conversational. And then number three, you have no online momentum. So so before some of these guys will check you out there or look at your email, they want to go to your socials and they look at how engaged you are uh, in video content and with your audience. So that's another one. So so sometimes you got to build your own buzz before you go out looking for these bloggers to talk about you. And then I know I don't know if they still do this. They probably still do. Uh, one of the artists I was working with, this group called Dreamland, they I think they pay to get these guys to do a blog on them and stuff like that. So that's out there too.
I never thought about something like that. Pay somebody to do a blog for you.
Yeah, or cover your like cover your band or your artistry. So yeah, it
Just
happens though.
just doing that kind of stuff off the top of my head. My brain don't even think like that.
Yeah, but they came to me and said, Johnny, can you pay for us to get in this magazine? And it was some kind of like hip hop magazine or something like that. And then, like in the hip hop world, if you want to open up for an act, you you pay. I mean, I think it would go it'd be up to like 20,000 or which is crazy. But you could pay to open up for an act, and then of course you bring in so many people to see you, or depending on how you know motivated the artist hip hop artist is, and then and so but you're hoping to get a piece of their audit well their artists no their audience, and sometimes that works and sometimes it doesn't work, and then you end up with a half empty room until the fans come to see the artist that they're really there to see. So so that is kind of interesting, but and it probably happens in like rock world as well. But I I first heard about that with hip hop groups, and then of course with Kamala Harris, you can rent an audience, and with the No Kings Act, you can rent another audience because they were saying that some of those people down there at the No Kings Day were getting paid $200. Well, we know that the people that organized it, they got paid, but some of the audience participants, they said some of them got paid as well. And oh, also, it was one video I put out there, and you probably saw it. This one podcaster, he always looks for the bus that brings in all these people. And
Yeah, yeah, I've seen that guy.
yeah, and he pointed out that if you live in that city, you wouldn't necessarily be carrying a shoulder bag, a backpack, because you live in that city, right? And or you can just buy a bottle of water here or whatever. But because they fly you in or they bus you in, you have all your belongings on your shoulder. And
Would you do something like that for money if you knew you were going to go to jail and weren't going to get out for
well,
200?
well, and then of course, they raise money to bail these people out as well. Well,
Well, yeah, but
now,
they aren't getting bailed out.
yeah, and well, in Denver, they have no cash bail. And I think,
But that's with the ICE stuff.
oh, the ICE
They,
is cut
they
that
aren't
out.
they aren't yeah they don't get out. They're getting charged and they're going to go to jail for it.
Yes.
They
And
don't do
which
the no cash bail deal. The federal deal. They aren't getting out.
and that's
I
pretty
think
good.
that's hilarious.
Yeah. But we have this judge here that she says, okay, she wants to circumvent that, so we have to go to court with her because they said once ICE picks you up, you have a choice of staying in the facility until your court date comes, or tell them that you want to be deported back out. And so those are the two choices. But the judge says, "Oh, I don't think that's fair." Just and some of these people have been here for a long time, and they've been told you got to go. And so then they get caught, and so this judge is, "Oh, that's too harsh." It's like, "Oh, please, these bleeding heart people." So anyway,
Before I came here, my wife is a Filipina in the U.S. too, and she got to the U.S. just married me strictly for her green card, right?
hmm hmm
And seeing how they did it, that's why they lowered the the number of people coming from the Philippines
because there was
because
a lot of happening.
they overstay their visa almost every time they overstay their visa.
Hmm.
And I mean, they think that it's owed to them, and it's like it's not. Well, go to Canada. A lot of Filipinos in Canada, and they to get to Canada, had a girlfriend that did uh immigrant stuff from the Philippines to Canada. These people would sell their whole life to go to Canada. Everything they had got sold, and they put it all into getting a chance to go to Canada.
Hmm. Wow.
I, fo-
Canada.
I found that really amazing. But overstaying visas and stuff. I mean, here I was when I first moved here, I was every month I had to go in and do not every month, it was every 60 days or something like that. I had to go
Hmm.
back and renew my visa stamp and my that and it was getting pretty costly.
Hmm.
So then I did a 13A visa, which basically is like a green card.
Hmm.
But once a year, I have to go in and fill out my updated report, and it's cheap too. It's like $6
Ah.
to redo it. So that's the best way to do it. But it was kind of costly going through that process as well. I mean, it was three, four
Huh.
hundred dollars I had to spend to get that.
Now, well, she was smart enough. She got me like a 3-year visa. I think it was like about 200 and something dollars, but it's like 3 years can, and I like those a lot better than like doing like the visa every time you go, just a blanket 3-year visa.
Hmm.
So, so that was kind of cool. So yeah. Now, number four here is you're pitching the wrong outlets. This is pretty simple. You have to make sure that the your music actually fit the platform's format. So you don't want to, if you're a hip hop group, you don't want to pitch your music to a country blogger or indie rock blogger or something like that. Or like Kanye West, somehow his music got into the Dove Awards, and they found out that it was an edited version, and then ah, it didn't go well. Ah, so and then
AC in the soul section.
yeah, oh man, it's crazy. Yeah. Oh, and number five. Oh, this is one. I just heard this one. You're promoting older tracks, and unless you like, you make a remix of it or something like that, which that's what you did. You made it all a whole new remix and vocals and everything like that. Because I had this one station I submitted music to. It's on XM. It was it's a holy. Oh, I forgot what it's called, but it's the hip hop station on XM. I they definitely said if it's something if it's older than I don't know if they said exactly 12 months. They said don't submit that to us. So they want something that you fairly recently like put out there. Yeah. Well, this one said, yeah, don't drop a song that was a year ago. So up yeah, yeah, they want to align your your release with something fresh.
Hmm.
Yeah. Like I had the song about the St. Patrick's Day, so I always push that one out. And then uh remember that it was the squirrel that someone in Texas saw the squirrel and they didn't like it and so they sent the animal control people there and they took the squirrel away and it's like so that's like an annual Christmas song. Oh, and speaking of Christmas song, I just remember the Monster Mash came out on the 20th this day 1962. So just as the Halloween season. So that song, I'm thinking that song's been remade,
A bunch.
maybe. Oh, I'm thinking, how could you you remake like the Bel Air Ghost vampire? Yes, yeah. So that's a really cool song. If you get a chance to check that one out, check that one out. Now,
The song like that hit number one on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Number
yes,
one. And it's just a silly song. Times have changed so much on music and stuff since then. It's like,
yeah. I don't know if that song would go over today. Yeah, I mean they would. Well, I guess they could give it a different beat, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I had to see about that one. Okay.
you have to have a different storyline.
Hmm.
It was the Monster Mash.
That was one of the modern day horror stories. Yeah. Number six, your visuals don't match your sound, which that's kind of interesting. Your visuals don't match your sound. Oh, okay. Good music with bad visuals won't get you far. I'm kind of figure like what exactly are they saying? Like if you because you could practically do a video with using your iPhone. So yeah.
You know, back in the 80s when we had that metal band, we did a photo shoot up on Sheridan. There was a church that's got started but never got completed, and we did a photo shoot in there for our album, and it was pretty. The pictures turned out really well. I don't think I have any of that stuff left. I'm sure some of the other guys have some of that stuff, but
All right. All right.
I don't
So
know that it really matched any of the music or anything, though.
with this on here, you can like, either hire a local photographer or use even AI tools. And that's what I used on my album cover. Did you use AI on yours?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, okay, so yeah, it's
Basically
technology.
had a picture in my backyard and did AI to do a character, do a character of it, like a home improvement character.
Ah, yes. So you just make sure that the resolution matches style and music. Number 7, you're not performing live or virtual. No shows, no buzz. You got to do either TikTok live or um, on the oh yeah, my producer in the background. She's letting me know that I'm running close to time. So we're up to number 7 on the hit parade here. So you have to post short clouds, uh, shorts or things of that sort to make it your show, ex your clips exciting. Which okay. So and they really say like active artists, they get noticed. Okay. Now, number 8. And so the peanut gallery back in our audience will know that we have only 8 tips. So the peanut gallery can calm down. Okay. So number 8, number 8, you haven't built real relationships. Don't just tag people when you need covers. You need to follow them, build up a rapport with them. And that's what I did with the guy that I submitted the song to on the XM channel. We had interviewed him May around May 13th of was it 2003? And so I kept, and when I went back and listened to the interview, and he knew that I read the book because he said I think I was like 28, and I said no, I remember you were 24, and he says, oh, good memory. So it's like so when I sent him the information, he says, hey, so I know the song's going to get a listen, and we'll see it in lawyer in the royalties as well. So you want to do it months before the release. Get to know these guys as these bloggers that you want to get your yeah. So when they see your name again on the inbox, they'll remember you. And then I did this one thing. We probably should never do this again. When it was CDs, I wrapped it up in a napkin and I sprayed all this cologne on it. And this lady remember, she says, "Oh, you're the one that sprayed all that cologne in your CD." Oh man. So I think I overdid it with that one. Too much, too much, too much.
Sensory overload for your CD.
Oh man. But anyway, so I just want to remind you guys that you can leave a super chat. Also, if you want to get one of our free or get in a raffle for one of our free t-shirts, Johnny at info@innervisionrecords.org. That's Johnny at innervisionrecords.org. And you could win yourself a free t-shirt. Leave your shirt size, color preference, all that kind of stuff. And if you want to win like either a hoodie or one of our t-shirts, leave that in there. And so when you do, but do a super chat so we'll see that comment, right? And so that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. So anyway, if you got anything on this, leave a comment. Of course, the super chats always work even better. And we'll be at you. And if you want to get the whole list, because I have the whole list right here, and I could email it to you as well. So Johnny at InnervisionRecords.org, and our Cash App, which is $ Johnny and then capital no $ InnervisionJ. So feel better, hey Joe, and take care of that back,
Yeah,
and we'll see.
sit
We'll
all
see.
day. Actually, I
Okay.
need to lay all day. No, that just takes more.
All right. All right.
See you
We'll see.
tomorrow.